Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com, setting the record straight about climate. There appears to be no limit to the level of depravity and insanity in the claims made by climate alarmists. They claim that global warming is accumulating heat in Earth's climate system at a rate of 4 Hiroshima atomic bombs per second, or almost 3 billion atomic bombs since 1998. And they say that almost all of that heat is going into the ocean. First, let's review what happened at Hiroshima in 1945. The heat of the explosion was so great that people were vaporized, and all that was left of them was shadows on the wall. In a single instant, this elderly person was turned into nothing but a shadow and a memory. Nuclear explosions are horrific, and the bombs we have now are 1,000 times larger than the one which was dropped on Hiroshima. Nuclear weapons are not something which should be used for climate propaganda. This is the latest sea surface temperature anomaly map from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Blue areas represent water which is below normal temperature. As you can see, there's a lot of blue on that map. Looking at the Earth from above the South Pole, you can see that there's a lot of cold water in the southern hemisphere. The South Pacific Ocean and the South Atlantic Ocean are both dominated by cold water. The oceans south of Australia are dominated by cold water. Previously, this cold water was centered around Australia, which was largely the cause of the drought last year. Looking down from the North Pole, the main things which are visible in the ocean are ice and cold water. So where is this heat from almost 3 billion atomic bombs hiding? Do climate alarmists believe that heat has sunk to the bottom of the ocean? Most people educated in science understand that hot fluids are less dense than cold fluids and they rise up towards the surface. The ocean is a little bit more complicated than that because the water contains salt, but the same general principle applies. Looking at this image, I'm having a very difficult time believing that there's almost 3 billion atomic bombs of excess heat trapped in the oceans. And if the oceans had heated up this much, then sea ice should be gone by now. But Arctic sea ice extent is very close to the 1981 to 2010 median edge. And the same story in the Antarctic. Why didn't these almost 3 billion nuclear bombs melt the ice? Climate experts predicted that the Arctic would be ice-free in 2008. They also predicted that the Arctic would be ice-free in 2012. They predicted that the Arctic would be ice-free in 2013. And Nobel laureate Al Gore predicted that the Arctic would be ice-free in 2014. Similar predictions have been made by experts every year since 2008. Yet there's been no trend in Arctic sea ice extent over the last 13 years. Climate alarmists have become completely shameless with their propaganda. I grew up in the town where the Hiroshima bomb was designed and built. Nuclear bombs are a serious matter and should not be used by climate propagandists to scare children. Visit Toto on the web at realclimatescience.com. He's been pulling back the curtain on junk science and propaganda for a long time.